Hey lovely people, today's video is all about these chunky passion twists, and I'm going to show you how I did them on myself. I've been seeing the really cute mini twists going around, but I just didn't have the time to devote to doing those tiny things. So here's how I did medium-sized twists instead. So starting out, I got this hair from YG Wigs, and I got 5 bundles, but I only used about 4 for this style. This is what the hair looks like right after I washed it, and I'm running my fingers through it to test the shedding. And here's how much it shed for my finger test, but I wanted to be thorough and show you how much it shed when I was combing through it while washing it. So this is how much I collected from my sink, and I think that's pretty impressive, especially when you consider how much hair this actually is. And this is what it looks like completely dry with no product to give you an idea of how full it gets. So let's get to these twists. As you can see, my parts are pretty big, and that's because my hair gets pretty thin when wet. But this is how my hair looks when blow dried. I was explaining in another video that I have very fine hair, but I also have a lot of hair, and you can see exactly what I mean. And as a further example, here's a shot of the first row of twists with added hair in comparison to a twist I did with just my natural hair. It's a huge difference. So that made me really start to love this hair from YG Wigs because it adds a lot of body. I could never pull this style off without it. So I completed my row, and now I'll get into the process. I start by wetting the hair with just some water in a spray bottle, and then I add some setting mousse, which I'll leave the brand in the description of this video. I also add some hair cholesterol and oil to put the moisture back in and make sure it's nice and juicy for these chunky twists. As for my parting, I used 2 standing mirrors to help me see in the back. I didn't show it here in the interest of time, but you can check my boho twist video if you're interested in a demonstration of how I used the 2 mirrors to see in the back of my head. And I made sure to add braiding gel to keep it neat. Then I do my box parts and add rubber bands to keep them separated as I twist. So now I'll show you the meat and potatoes, how I do the feet and twists. I take my rubber band out, and I don't do them tight at all, which is why I'm able to slide it right out. And I add water and mousse to my natural hair, the same as I did the crochet hair. Another point that makes me so happy about this hair is that it's a perfect match for my hair texture. I have 4A, 4B hair, but if you have a tighter coil, this will still work fine, as you can see that it fills out tremendously when it dries. So getting into the meat and potatoes, this whole process is just feeding in the crochet hair at the top of your braid. So you want to start out with the 3-strand braid. Don't worry, I'll be showing a really up close shot of this again. And then take your crochet hair, which I use 3 strands per braid to get the thickness I want, and feed that into it. And then switch to a 2-strand braid. That's the short version. Now I'm going to really break this down so you understand what I'm doing at a closer angle. And you can see those juicy twists coming in nicely. I had to go back post-production to get this shot because I had to get a closer angle. So I'm starting by doing a 3-strand braid once again. And I take my crochet hair. Sorry I couldn't get it to focus here. But here I'm pointing at exactly where I'm feeding it in, between my index finger and thumb. Now you can see me joining the crochet hair with my natural hair in one hand, and taking the hair I just slid between my thumb and index finger in the other hand to continue the 3-strand braid. I hope this is making sense. And if not, don't worry, because I'm going to show this a 3rd time. So I stop the 3-strand braid about 1 inch down, or wherever the thread ends. And now I'm showing you how I turn the 3-strand braid into a 2-strand twist. Just watch what I do. And I just twist all the way down. I know you can see a little bit of thread there, but when the hair dries, it will blend in. But that's it. I'll show you one last time from a 3rd angle. What I do is start with a 3-strand braid at the top to serve as an anchor for the twist. And I only braid down a couple of times before I go ahead and add the crochet hair. You will use that and continue the 3-strand braid until you don't feel any thread from the crochet hair anymore. And then you'll take your one natural strand that's left and simply join that with one of your 2 other strands to turn it into a 2-strand twist. And as you can see, I continue the twist all the way to the end. Don't worry about this unraveling because the hair is kinky enough to hold the twist and it'll really lock it in once it dries. And yeah guys, I just finished the rest of my hair following the process of pre-parting as I go. When I got to the top, this is how I parted it. And then I finally finished the full style. I think it came out so pretty. And it's super versatile. I tried it out worn up and also to the side. And I'll be trying out more styles in future videos. So if you love how this hair looks, check out the link in my description and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thanks for watching.